We're back now at age 40 with a survey about baby boomers who are caring for their elderly parents. And it may be an eye-opener about what it reveals for men and women. It was conducted by More Magazine. Jennifer Braunschweiger is the deputy editor. Steve Lai is a gentleman who is taking care of his elderly parents. Good morning to both of you.
Hi.
Headlines, Jennifer, and one jumped right out at me.
The great news is that 81% of us do believe that we owe our parents. People want to be involved. They want to take care of their parents. We are not abandoning our aging parents.
The other side of that coin, though, is 26% of us say we really don't know what's involved, what it's going to take, and how to plan for this.
That's right. So for the survey, we wanted to find out where the boundaries of elder care are. What do we expect to do? What do we think that we are not going to do? And we did find that a lot of people are not talking specifically about these issues. There's no prenup for elder care, and people go into it blind.
Steve, I'll bring you in a second, but this stuck me also. Young men between the ages of 18 and 29 were about twice as likely to be concerned about having to provide emotional and physical support for their parents as women of the same age. Can you explain that gender difference?
We have two things going on here. We have the gender difference, which is that men really are stepping up to the plate and starting to be more involved in elder care in a way that is very inspiring. We also have a generational thing going on here where young men say that they want to stay involved with their children, and this suggests that they want to stay involved with their aging parents also. I think we've done a nice job raising our millennial men.
And Steve, that brings you an cue. Okay, you've got 3 kids, right? 5, 8, and 10.
That's right.
You are caring for them, but you're also caring for your elderly parents.
That's correct.
But they're at an assisted living facility.
Yes.
How far in advance did you prepare for this reality?
You know, I think it started about 10 years ago. We started talking about it. We didn't take action on it until about a year ago. And then finally, this past April, we did move them from Michigan to near Boston, near me.
And can you have a sister, right?
I do.
You are emotionally as close to your parents, right?
Yes.
But you've taken on this responsibility, and without putting pressure on her, I'm wondering why.
Right. You know, it really came down to my kids. My kids are younger. My sister's kids are a little bit older. And so when we had to make that decision on whether they go to North Carolina or they come to Massachusetts, we said, you know what? Let's allow them to have some time with the grandkids, and it has worked out that way. They are able to spend more time.
So that's a pro. Have
Absolutely.
there been any cons? Have there been any pressures that it's placed on your relationship, for example?
Well, the one ironic thing is that when I first thought about it, I thought, well, it'll be great because they'll be able to spend time with my grandparents, but at the same time, I've had to take a lot of time caring for my parents, and it's taken some time away from me.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
That's right.
And when elderly parents don't live in an assisted living facility, but actually come and live in the home with their children and perhaps their grandchildren, what's the impact there?
This can be very stressful, and in fact, most elderly parents don't want to live with their adult children, and the adult children don't want them there. A situation like Steve's with assisted living is considered ideal for many people, but when it works, it can be marvelous. I mean, being able to be there for your parents at the end of their lives, that's an honor.
And I think the second most important takeaway, other than the fact we all feel as if this is the right thing to do, you've got to start having these discussions early.
Absolutely. You need to start talking specifically about what you expect to do and what your parents want from you.
And it's a reality a lot of us are facing. Jennifer and Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having us.
And when we come back, we'll have some back-to-school bargains for your kids, where to find new looks, and much more. But first, this is Today on NBC.